Alright, so this is probably going to sound a bit like the ramblings of a madman, because I've just tried to get everyone's opinions in here, so I'll try and do different voices or something, just so you can tell what's going on about here. But yeah, really interesting responses, and I reckon interesting range. Let's see how it sounds to a beat. Yeah. Check, check. 1, 2, 1, 2. Okay, the chorus I've used was something that came up a couple of times. What's the difference between a refugee and the first fleet? They tell them they're not welcome, no one asks me. Rank hypocrisy, I know we're all equal, but they're more focused on them than the first peoples. What's the difference between a refugee and the first fleet? They tell them they're not welcome, no one asks me. Rank hypocrisy, I know we're all equal, but they're more focused on them than the first peoples. Spending billions and taking years to process, while the media demonizes the hopeless. Instead of being locked up, they should be educated in indigenous culture, dreaming and creation. They may be here to rip us off, need a background check. Should be jobs for the mob first, that's respect. So many people here, you need help first. And maybe taking more will make the whole thing worse. Better supported than the homeless. Could be abusing the system, but you just wouldn't know. But mostly they come for a better life. They're fleeing from violence and a world of strife. But real refugees don't even make it on boats. They say it's a flood, but the stats don't show it. Yeah, the whole issue has been made political. We need to take a fair choice, even if it's difficult. Everyone has the right to be here. Let's block out the noise of racism and fear. What's the difference between a refugee and the first fleet? They tell them they're not welcome, no one asks me. Rank hypocrisy, I know we're all equal, but they're more focused on them than the first peoples. What's the difference between a refugee and the first fleet? They tell them they're not welcome, no one asks me. Rank hypocrisy, I know we're all equal, but they're more focused on them than the first peoples. Yeah!